Mic is on. Audio is good. Alright. Hello everyone, Launces Mechanist here, bringing you, well, it's again Eiyuden Chronicle, but this is actually, well, as you saw in the title, this is Redo. This is the Redo stream. The original stream I did not have the audio on because I didn't know what copyright claims and all that was. Thankfully, I have actually figured it out. I have, managed to put two and two together. Copyright claims are not strikes. They just, you just can't monetize it. But then again, I'm not planning on monetizing any of my videos anyway, so the point is moot. YouTube's free to put commercials in there anywhere they want. So we're going to be starting a new game. We're going to be starting a new game with the audio on. But I'm probably not going to be reading the character dialogue. That is, unless you guys want me to. Alrighty. Yeah. Now that you can actually, now that the sound is actually there, it's actually very beautiful. Let's see. CJ, one of the three main characters, a young girl descended from generations of scavengers. She has come to New Neva to complete her family's rite of passage. And this bit of interesting bit for this game, about 20 years ago, back with the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, there was an RPG series called Kitten, which was built by Konami. This game, Eiyuden Chronicle, is basically the successor to the Kitten series. Right now, Rising is the prequel to the game. The first true game will be 100 Heroes, which should be coming sometime next year. Anyway, let's get on with the game, shall we? Hang on a second. To be fair, Lizard Man dressed as a cowboy, he actually does look like he could handle himself in a fight. They're bandits. They don't have any decency at all. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. Oh, reminders. Attack, jump, unique skill. Quick step, unique skill. Can traverse short distances at high speed. Quick step forward while in motion or backward or while stationary. Time your movement right, and you can use this skill to evade attacks. Not exactly a perfect first battle. I got hit once, but Hogan. There we are. Never one to miss a trade, Hogan was quick to notice the sudden influx of adventurers to New Neva, and even quicker to set up shop at the town's authorized trading post. And now we go to the city of New Neva. Well, the village of New Neva. I'm not doing a whole lot of talking because, you know, I'm just... Hey, Sam. Yeah. I'm not talking a whole lot because I'm trying to give anyone on the stream time to actually read what's being said. But yeah, the game is interesting. Like I said earlier, it's actually the successor to the Suikoden games back in the 90s and early 2000s. Konami only made about, let's see, there was... stories 1 through 5, tactics, and then tier crease. So they made about 7 games of the Suikoden series, and then they just broke the team up out of the blue. Well, the Suikoden team actually wound up getting back together with a new developer and created the concept for Eiyuden Chronicles. Which is actually really impressive. If I remember correctly, they said that basically every single character is hand-drawn or something about it. Like this, the whole game is basically done by hand. I think they said it was. So the artwork's incredible. But yeah, I was just going to take a break, you know, maybe do an RPG instead of anything else, you know. Just something kind of relaxing a bit. Hang on a second. Yeah, I'm thinking I probably won't read the dialogue because I really can't do that many voices. Or do you think I should read the dialogue? And we got a bird man, a parrot man, Squash. A connoisseur of all that shimmers, the promise of a glimmering future drew Squash to New Neva to open his accessory shop. His discerning eye quickly earned him the role of the town's authorized appraiser. Read it? Alright, I'll try. Authorized appraiser? Indeed. It is my duty to appraise the artifacts excavated from the barrows. Like I said, I can't do female voices, but male voices I can do. What for? Why, to determine their value, of course. All artifacts found in the barrows are subject to an explorer tax of 30%. 30%? You haven't heard the worst of it yet. If you want into the Rune Bears, you're gonna need an explorer's license from the acting mayor. And that license don't come cheap. Ain't that right, Squash? I'm afraid so. This mayor sounds proper rapacious, if you ask me. Yep, rapacious is the word. Quite. Well, what's to stop me from sneaking out the other side of the ruin, anyway? Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. You get caught trying to hightail it out of here with a bag full of loot, well, you won't get very far. Mayor's hired an unsavory from the East Reach to put a stop to any thieving that might occur. So I've heard, at least. I've seen many a crook dealt with in my day, but that mercenary is unnerving. I'm quite sure his presence is the only thing keeping those bandits from darkening our door. How do I sound? How's about we go see the mayor for ourselves, eh? Even a rapacious old soul can be reasoned with, after all. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Right then. Right this way. Town's just ahead. Well then, perhaps the next time we meet, you'll have handfuls of treasure for me to appraise. Until then, farewell. Possibly. Possibly. Here it is, a flourishing new frontier in the grip of a gold rush. Welcome to New Nether. Not much to look at, is it? Well, I did say flourishing, didn't I? Work in progress. Huh? Is this an earthquake? Ah, I can't stand earthquakes. You're fine. Wasn't even that big. Right. Anyway, earthquakes are pretty common around here. So, best be on your toes. Of course, it's thanks to an earthquake that we even found them barrows. Real big one about 3 months ago. So that's what happened. Well, I best be getting back. Got a store to run after all. Or will eventually. Figured I'd make a buck or two setting up a trading post for venturers to trade their wares. Mosey on by once I've opened up. Wait, where can I find that mayor you were talking about? Town plaza and the town office in the plaza, I suppose. Where else? Thanks, Hogan. Stay out of trouble now. Fingers crossed, Missy. Fingers crossed. Bye-bye. Now then, time to track down this money-grubbing mayor. So pretty good so far. Let's see. From the main menu, you can check your current quest progress as well as your stats and items. A mini-map showing your current location is also displayed on this screen. The plaza. This bustling plaza is the beating heart of New Neva, with townsfolk passing through it day and night. The town office sits at the center, where the bulletin board can also be found whenever CJ feels like helping the residents. Yeah, so basically, the idea of the story is Nineveh is basically in ruins after the earthquake. The earthquake actually opened up a place called the Rune Barrows, which are kind of like old ruins from a bygone age or something. Basically, scavenge the Rune Barrows, find items, sell them to the city, make money to upgrade your equipment, and also help residents with quests. The more quests you accomplish for the residents, the more the town recovers. The city, Nineveh basically gets upgraded from a village, from a dying village, to a regular village, to a town, to finally a city. Alright, so, here we are. Let's see, and there we go. Excuse me, any idea where a girl might find that rapacious acting mayor I've heard so much about? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Rapacious? How rude. Oh, lighten up. Wait. It's not you, is it? I am Isha, the acting mayor of this town. Yes, I should very much like to know who considers me rapacious though. And, like I said, Isha. Having taken over as acting mayor after her father went missing, Isha is responsible for the decision to open the quarry to adventurers, and for taxing them for the privilege. That's, Hogan and Squash. Them again. Perhaps their taxes are due for an increase. Sorry, guys. Ooh, good grief, CJ. Throwing Hogan and Squash under the bus like that? Really? So, rapacious might have been a bit much. From what I heard about the mayor, I was expecting some old fogey. Not a charming young woman such as yourself. How old are you anyway? 16, what of it? Same as me. I'm CJ, nice to meet you. An adventurer, I presume. Never judge a book by its boots, as they say. We welcome all sorts here. CJ. Initials, perhaps? Prefer to keep your real name secret, is that it? Enough about me. License, that's right. I came here to get an explorer's license. An explorer's license cost 100,000 bakwa, not a penny less. 100,000 bakwa? Are you mad, woman? Do I look like I've got that on me? I'm 16. Give me the children's fee like the horse carriages in the city. Do you think me as dull-witted as that? Even your horse carriages consider anyone older than 12 capable of paying full price. Hey, hoss. Yeah, wasn't gonna hop onto warships right immediately. I just was gonna do an RPG to unwind first after work. Let's see. You know your horse carriages, I'll give you that. Fret not, we offer assistance to the financially enfeebled. Take this stamp card. Collect enough stamps and I'll issue you an explorer's license. A stamp card? The residents of Nineveh post odd jobs on the bulletin board there frequently. Complete a task and that resident will stamp your card for you. So I have to help out around the town, is that it? In a nutshell, yes. Many were troubled considerably by the earthquake 3 months back. Oh, that's alright, hoss, no worries. Heck, Sam fell asleep last night too, watching the stream apparently. It ain't nothing to worry over. Help is in great demand and short supply. Piece of cake. Don't go anywhere, because I'll be back for my license before you know it. Stamp card. Collect stamps in this card by helping the townsfolk with whatever they need. Essential for acquiring an explorer's license. No adventure in New Neva can be without their stamp card. Main Quest 1, first day on the job. And nothing on the bulletin board right immediately. But yeah, Haas, you ever heard of a game series called Suikoden? That was it was an RPG by Konami back in the 90s and early 2000s. Let's see, okay. Well, Quest 1 is right in front of me. It's a little girl. Hello. Yeah, I know how it is, Sam. Hey, trust, I know myself. I'm never boring. Don't suppose you know of anyone who needs any help around here? All right, Haas. Well, yeah, it was an RPG series back in the 90s and early 2000s made by Konami. The premise was you were the character and you were basically, well, the main character varies. You varied from a noble's son to a exiled prince, a former soldier and whatnot. Basically, you went around the world recruiting the 108 stars of destiny, while at the same time using these magic items called runes to try and fight back against evil. The general gist of it was that there were 27 true runes. Each rune governed a certain aspect of the world, and occasionally these runes are sentient, so occasionally they kind of flip out and go insane. And they cause untold havoc when they do. So it's up to the main character and the 108 stars to basically flip the rune back to being sane. There were 7 games made of the series, 5 main chapters, a tactics branch off for Suikoden 4, and then they made Suikoden Tierkreis for the DS, but it didn't actually take off. Then they finally broke up the team. The development team actually got together on the Kickstarter, and this is the result. Eiyuden Chronicles. It is the spiritual successor to the Suikoden games. Rising, which is the game that I'm currently playing right now. This is Eiyuden Chronicles Rising. It is the prequel or the prologue to the game that comes out next year, which is Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes. So, yeah, really excited about that one. I sure do. Let's see. Really? Who? Me? Oh. Look, I'd love to help you, but if it's not going to get my card stamped, I'll have to decline. It was. Steph? Or do you mean Steven? As in Steven Andrews? Good Lord, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Hang on, stamp like the ones Mayor Isha gave everyone? I've got one. Look. Wow. Yep. Steven. Good Lord. Let's see. Shoot. It's been what? Let's see. Damn, it's been just about, what, do you think, 20 years or something since we last saw him? After he moved? Or somewhere around there? Wow, so even you kids have them? With this stamp, adventurers will perform any and all tasks you require. Well, you know what? For some reason, I really don't remember that conversation. I remember Steven, but I do not remember that conversation. So use and abuse them. That's what Mayor Isha said. Rapacious might have been right on the money after all. Are you an adventurer too? Yep, call me CJ. What's your name? Priya. So, will you help me, CJ? I certainly will. What can I do for you today, Priya? Oh, by the way, Hoss, I'm actually reading the dialogue, because just to try and make it a little bit more interesting. I did a stream on this game earlier, a few months ago, but I had the audio turned off because I didn't know about, copyright claims and whatnot. I didn't want to risk getting into any sort of trouble or anything. But now that I know, about copyright claims and all that, I'm not planning on getting monetized anyway, so I can just, I guess I can just play the game with the audio a bit. Anyway. Find Yum Yum. Yum Yum ran away from home and hasn't come back yet. Can't be having that now, can we? Is Yum Yum your little sister? Brother? My cat. Oh. First quest of any RPG. Find a cat. She's white, fluffy, and cute and cuddly. You want me to track down a cat? So much for treasure hunting, I suppose. She got startled by that quake earlier and jumped out of the window. She's still little, so it's dangerous for her to go out by herself. If she wanders around outside the walls, she could be eaten by a monster. Please find her for me, CJ. Yum Yum is my most treasured friend. Treasured, you say? Well, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's finding treasure. I'll have Yum Yum back to you in no time. Is that so? Well, I'll make sure to keep reading the words. Plus, good Lord, CJ, that's one hell of a 180. Going from I gotta track down a cat to, okay, this cat's your greatest treasure. I'll find it, get it back to you in no time. Talk about a 180. Thank you. I'll be right here, Kay. Alrighty. Gather information in the plaza. An outlander? Save your breath. This used to be a quiet little village till you showed up. Nothing but a nuisance, the lot of you. I can't really do female voices, but I'm trying. What is that Isha lass thinking, eh? No respectful tradition. Well, that was helpful. Not. Let's see. Whoa. Never seen a venturer like you before. If you find anything good, don't keep it all for yourself, huh? Yeah? That old bag might not see the benefit of letting you adventurers in, but I do. Mining's all we've got, after all. Especially now that they've sealed off the barrows. What use would a mining town be without a mine? Honestly, Isha might be a bit daft at times, but she's right about this. What do you mean? Greedy, certainly, but daft? I didn't mean nothing by it. She's just different from the rest of us. And to a boy, let's see. You haven't seen a fluffy white cat being cute and cuddly around here, have you? I have. Priya's cat, right? Yum Yum. Really? Where'd it go? I pulled its tail and it ran off into the woods. Ooh. Why would you pull a cat's tail? Why not? Nothing to do with an outlander like you anyway. I have never wanted to smack someone over the head as much right now. Who pulls a cat's tail? That's just rude. Charming. She's only small, so she'll be gobbled up by monsters for sure. There are monsters all over the place since the mining started. There'll be no cats getting gobbled on my watch. I promised Priya I'd return her treasure, and that's what I'm gonna do. I appreciate the info, kid. Could have done without the attitude, though. You can now go from town outskirts to the Great Forest. Yay, to the first dungeon. There are a variety of dungeons around the town, each rich with their own unique resources ready for you to mine. Since the earthquake, monsters have been sighted in greater and greater numbers, so proceed with caution. Alright. And to the Great Forest. The Great Forest. A large, lush forest located just outside the border of New Neva. While the area is rich with food, wood, and stone, the monsters which have gathered there since the earthquake have made it a dangerous place to be. Talk to the adventurer here. A cat? No, sorry. No idea, sorry. Okay, well that was useful. There's the signpost. The signposts act as fast travel. Basically, I can fast travel to the town. I can also save, which is actually what I'm about to do. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'll overwrite that one. Yep. It's pretty much a jungle. Plus, there's a lot of plus, even though there's limited numbers of dungeons in the game, they make up for it by there's certain areas, like there's certain areas you need different characters to access, and then there's certain areas that you have to use special runes to access, like fire, water, wind, earth, that sort of stuff. We got our first monster here. Looks like a level 1 slime. If a monster's asleep, you can actually get a critical hit on it. But if it's alert, like that icon with the eyes moving about, it'll be quicker to move. And I just got 2 criticals on it. Woo! Level up. Ooh, ouch. Take that. And there's the cat. A cat. Small, white, fluffy, cute. Yep, you must be Yum Yum. Ahem. Yum Yum. Who's a good kitty, huh? Nothing to be afraid of. Please don't run away. Gotcha. Gotcha. What's a little angel like you doing in a place like this, huh? Let's get you back to your family, shall we? That cat is just about as tall as her. That's a kitten? I'm back, and look who I found. Yum Yum. Purr. I was so worried about you, dummy. Cut her some slack, yeah. She had a bit of a scare and ran off into the woods, that's all. A scare? Oh no, I'm sorry, Yum Yum. At least you're not hurt. Don't go wandering off no more, okay? Thank you so much, CJ. As promised, here's my stamp. Why, thank you. And done. One stamp down. Plenty more to go. Say, Priya. Say, Priya, You don't happen to know anyone else who might need some help, do you? Sure do. Really? Who's next then? My dad. Our house got all messed up in that big quake 3 months ago. Dad's been trying to fix it, but he never has enough wood. Do you think you could help him, CJ? If that's a kitten, then you better run if you see a cat. Yep, pretty much. Big kitty. Big chungus. Of course, leave it to me. Gotta fill up the stamp card so I can get my explorer's license, you see. Can't expect it to stamp itself, can I? You're the best, CJ. So where is your dad anyway? We live just over there in the residential district. Residential. Got it. Bye for now, Priya. Bye-bye. All right. We've got a stamp. Let's see. Leveling up. As your party accumulates experience, their level and stats will increase. Experience is gained by completing quests and defeating enemies inside dungeons. Plenty more to go. Main quest 2. Repair my broken house. You can now travel from the plaza to the residential district. Still nothing. Alright. Hang on a second. There we go. Residential district. Lifelong residents of New Neva have their homes in this part of town. Acting Mayor Isha also calls this place home. I got my supper with me, so I'm, just munching on some enchiladas at the moment. There we go. Excuse me? Don't suppose you're Priya's dad, are you? Hmm? I am. And who might you be? Another adventurer looking for treasure? Yep, I'm CJ. Nice to meet you. I'm Ganesh. How exactly do you know my Priya, then? We just met in the plaza. I helped her track down Yum Yum. Is that so? Very kind of you. So what brings you here to me? Priya says you've been having some trouble rebuilding your home after that big quake. Thought I'd come by and lend a hand. I see. And I suppose you're collecting stamps then? Yep, I only got one for now though. So if there's anything you need help with, I'm your girl. I suppose I do have a small job you could take care of. You do? Why not? Acting mayor's got the right idea as far as you adventurers go. If you're willing to work, who am I to turn you away? Right. So, what's the job? I need you to gather some wood for repairs on my house. You'll have to venture out into the great forest outside of town. That's all? No problem. I'd go myself, but since the excavation, I've heard all sorts of creatures have been seen in the woods. Everyone here is far too scared to venture down and see for themselves. I'd no idea the rune bearers had caused so much trouble. Oh, you'll be needing an axe then, unless you plan on talking the trees into coming down. Here, take this old one. Thanks, I'll be back in a bit. Take care. Axe, level 1 received. With this item, you can cut down trees in forests and elsewhere to obtain wood. As you level up your axe, you will increase the variations of wood you can acquire. Yeah, because level 1, I think it's just regular wood. Level 2 is like fine grain wood or something like that. Max level, you get like iron wood, hardwood, and stuff like that for advanced crafting. Healing potion level 1 acquired. Consumables like potions and balms are kept in your stopack. If your stopack is full, items will be held in your storehouse until you need them. Be sure to check your stopack before venturing out. Alright, so... Whoops, wrong button. So yeah, we already got the potion in there. Recover 500 HP. Grade 1. Alright. Let's see. So yeah, that's the actually that's CJ there in a nutshell. Level 2, max HP 592, I got 506. Physical attack power 55, defense 54, magic defense 56, critical hit 3, luck 101. Oh, Hoss. She uses holster axes, and her armor is a hunter's suit, which is lightweight. So basically, she's like she's a jack of all trades. She's the jack of all trades character. I may have talked you into falling asleep, but hey, you gotta admit the stream was interesting. But anyway, like I said, it's not my fault. I just kept getting potatoes. At least in an RPG, I ain't got to worry about anyone potatoing. If I mess up, that's mine. I gotta own it. Alrighty. Gah! I forgot to put potions in my stopack. Learn from my mistakes, kid. Stock up before you head out. Once enemies have been slain and resources gathered, they will not be available again until you leave the dungeon. If you can't find the resources you need, head back to your base and try again after a good rest. Resource bag. Let's see. A bag designed to store resources gathered in dungeons. Once you return to the city, its contents will be transferred to your storehouse. Once your resource bag is full, you will be unable to gather any more. Remember though, you can always throw away resources you don't need. So right now, our resource bag, well, our resource bag probably I think it holds about 50 items. Yeah, there's the little icon underneath the character name and HP there. Alright. Timber! Jump attack. Flying enemies can be found inside dungeons. Jumping attacks are the best way to handle airborne enemies. Puffball. Obtained lumber. Ouch. And poof, the enemy disappears. Alright. Just get what you need and get back. Well, I got 4 pieces of lumber. I only needed 3. So, back we go. But yeah, Hoss, me and Sam have known each other since we were in the 2nd grade together. That's been, oh God, 20 plus years. Damn it. I'm gonna go back in, see if I can't get some more lumber. Oh, 1st grade? I thought it was 2nd grade. Oh, that's even cooler. Yep, you're right. That ought to work. Yep, I remember that. There we go. I'm back. Got what you need, I reckon. Wonderful. Finally, I can finish fixing my house. You have my thanks. This house has been in my family for generations. It's my most treasured possession. Don't know what I'd do if I were to lose it. My ancestors are probably rolling in their graves. You really helped me out, you know. Here, let me stamp that card for you. Yo, Naruko! You doing all right? You're very welcome, Priya. Yum Yum behaving herself, I trust? You're a good un, you are. You know, if all adventurers were like you, even my old man might come around. Have you got anywhere to stay while you're here? Nah, not yet. Guess I should go look for the inn. You won't find anything like that, like an inn around here, I'm afraid. What? But then, where do all the adventurers stay? They pitch tents down by Outlander Lane. Tents? Of course, I doubt there'd be any space for another one down there now. Adventurers have been pouring in for the last few months, all looking to strike it rich. Sleeping on the streets. Didn't expect that. If it's all the same to you, we've a little house you could borrow. The last tenant just left. Nothing fancy, but it beats sleeping rough, I'd wager. Well, I really don't have any money. You saw to it that Priya and me have a roof over our heads. Least I can do is offer you the same. It's in kind. No need for money. Really? Here, take the key, just down the hill. Have a look when you have time. Thank you. Yep, so we officially have our base of operations now. Yeah, Narco, this game was actually, again, it's Eiyuden Chronicles. I did a stream for it a while back, a few months ago when it first came out, but I didn't have the audio on, so, but now I got the soundtrack on for it, and plus, I'm reading the dialogue to interact, to make it more interactive. How are the lodgings then? Think they'll do? Of course, but is it really okay for me to just stay here for free? I said as much, didn't I? A man's only as good as his word. If you don't mind, though, I'd appreciate it if you could help my father like you helped us. Your father, so Priya's grandfather? I'm happy to help, but with what? Repairing the clock tower. The clock tower? You might have noticed a fallen pillar of rubble in the plaza. That used to be our town's symbolic clock tower. I've tried telling my father we just don't have the materials to fix it, but do you think he'd listen? Say no more. You need help, I need stamps, that's all there is to it. Thanks. Also, a word to the wise. My father can be blunt, to put it lightly. I don't doubt he'll put his foot in his mouth at some stage, but I'd appreciate it if you'd just ignore him. No worries. I'm well used to dealing with old folks. Thank you. His name is Shiva. If you find him if you head to the plaza now, you'll probably find him. Okay, the base. CJ's homeway from home and base for her adventuring. Resting here for the night will recover all your strength. You can now save your progress at CJ's base or at any signpost. If you're defeated in battle, you'll resume the game from your last save. Auto save data will be updated automatically. Alright. Alrighty, let's go ahead and rest here. So I can recover that, so I can recover HP. You doing alright tonight, Narco? Here we are, old Shiva. And that is one messed up clock tower. Huh. As if we haven't had it bad enough already. Yeah. Excuse me, are you Priya's grandpa by any chance? And what if I am? What's it to a money-hungry outlander, I heard you could use a hand restoring this clock tower to its former glory. Me? A hand? Oh, I see. You think you can line your pockets by taking advantage of an elderly gentleman, is that it? Well, you won't pull the wool over my eyes. Away with you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not it at all. Priya's dad asked me to come help you out. That useless old sod. Been flapping his gums to outlanders now, has he? Stay out of this, outlander. No one needs help from the likes of you. But this is important, isn't it? Course it is. My ancestors first built this when they first arrived in Old Neva 150 years ago. A more precious treasure this town has never known. Course it's bloody important. Old Neva? I thought this place was called New Neva. Old Neva is the town our ancestors came upon. Abandoned it was. Barely worth being called a town, so the story goes. So they built it up anew and called it New Neva. This clock tower is a treasured testament to their vision for New Neva. Pains me to see it in this state. Can't have that now, can we? Lucky for you, I know a thing about taking care of treasures. You can keep your coin, good sir. A stamp will do just fine. A stamp? Huh. Those things Dax's girls sent around? It's risky work. Better a no-good venturer take it on than any of us. Fine. Get to it. You'll need to go get great tree bough from the biggest tree in the great forest. Off you go then. How am I supposed to know which is the biggest one? Give me a hint or something. Well, it'll be the one furthest in, won't it? It's huge. Even you couldn't miss it. Furthest in, huh? Okay, I'll be back. Alright, here we go. Alright, save it, and in we go. Oh! Ouch! That's right. Come to me and let me slice you up. Don't know exactly how it works slicing up slimes, but... Oof. What the... Obtained sugar. So the puffballs drop sugar. How does that work? Oh well, it's an RPG. It can work however the hell it wants to. Alright, now into the dark cave. Let's see, obtained a rare stone. Okay, just something to sell. So we got three crafting items and then the rare stone. That ought to work. Ouch. Yep, locked encounters. These happen occasionally. Basically, you're in battle, defeat all the enemies to advance. Fortnite, huh? Oh. Yep, can't advance there. Big rock in the way. Never really tried Fortnite, to be honest. So really wouldn't know much. Really wouldn't know what a what a zero build is, but that's good. Let's see. Here we go. Signposts can be found at key points inside dungeons to give you information about where you currently are. At signposts, you can fast travel to any previously visited area within the dungeon, or you can also save your game. And yep, we can head back to the forced approach. If we want to reset the dungeon at the moment, though, which we actually do not at the moment. Oof. Sorry to hear that, Naruto. Yeah, at the moment in UAD, I'm actually kind of working a bit. At the moment, kind of in a locked encounter with the basically the British just sent a whole flotilla to try and attack Königsberg, or oh hell, Wilhelmshaven. My bad. But yeah, you're gonna laugh at this. So I've got dreadnought hulls on UAD, but the first dreadnoughts I designed, they had an all 9-inch gun armament. They had their secondaries, but all their main guns were 9 inches. But apparently, the French and the British both have the same idea of heavily armoring their ships. So basically, my battleships. Our battleships could just pound each other all day. Both battleships, the French and mine, ran out of ammunition before we did any major damage to each other. I'm like, really? So I basically have to refit all of my battleships for larger cannons. Plus, once I get the new battleships built, I've got to automatically refit them. So, I'm still using my pre-dreadnoughts for the moment, and I got to refit my entire battleship fleet. That's like, I think it's 10 battleships. So yeah, good times. Anyway, this one's gonna be a bit interesting. Looking at something? You an adventurer too? Here for the treasure? Sure, why not? What's that then? Looks important. That's just a rock. Doesn't look like an ordinary rock, though. Yeah. Well, wait. You haven't seen a big, huge tree in your travels, have you? Nah. Guess it's further in then. Thanks anyway. Hold it, princess. In case you're curious, I'm trying an Australian accent for him because, well, obviously you can see he's a kangaroo man. The forest is crawling with monsters today. You go any deeper in, you might not come back out. Monsters? Oh. Pfft. What kind of scavenger would I be if I let that put me off? Hopefully my Australian accent's hopefully my Australian accent doesn't actually insult anyone. Let's see, sugar and nuts. Forest nuts. And we got a seed spitting flower. Go ahead and take it out. Some more lumber. Always, you gotta love it. Well, like, what do you mean, like, like, what do you mean, Narco? Like, all your battleships, all your heavy cruisers, light cruisers, and destroyers and torpedo boats got sunk in one battle or something? Or what happened? Ouch. Are you doing like Spartan, doing like a 1890s long stream, or where did you start? Go ahead and save. The music changed. We're in the boss room. (1920 or 1930? Okay, so you're a bit further ahead than what I started at. I started in the 1890s. Just recently got to the 1900s. Yep, this must be the one, all right. Oh yeah. There's nothing suspicious about this tree at all. Nothing suspicious at all. Well, 1920s or 30s, that was the transitional era in naval technology. Let's see. Well, with the battleships, you might want to try, let's see, because the battleship cannons, they can actually penetrate a good amount of armor even if they're low caliber. Well, if I figure out how to stream on the PC with Ultimate Admirals, I'm gonna see if I can't do a tutorial, and maybe we can get Spartan to do a tutorial on how to ship build or something. All right, here we go. (406mm). Let's see. Inches, that's... oh, hell. Isn't that the 16 inchers? The 16-inch cannons? Which branch looks best? Huh? Oh yeah, nothing weird about this tree at all. What the... ah, we use centimeters. Let's see, 406. A menacing boss lies in wait deep inside each dungeon. Once they've been discovered, defeating them is your only means of escape. Watch closely and attack when the enemy reveals their weak point to deal major damage. Let's see. Some stronger enemies, such as bosses, are protected. Okay, so yeah, they're 16 inchers then. Some stronger enemies such as bosses, are protected by a shield. Until you have broken through the shield, the enemy will take no damage. Pay close attention to the enemy's shield gauge as well as their health gauge. Your stow pack is used to carry items such as healing potions and herbs, which you'll need as you venture through the dungeons. If you find yourself in trouble against a strong enemy, check your stow pack to see what you've got. Alright. Whoop. Okay. Sends his roots out. Whoop. So 3 quad turrets, so 3 quad 16 inchers and 3 triple 203. 203s. Got him! The first boss is never that difficult. All bark, no bite. Rune fragments. Valuable material necessary for the development of rune lenses. Some resources can serve as catalysts to create a variety of runes when combined with this material. Okay, 203 is the Baltimore and Eiyuden calibers. So 8 inches. Oh yeah, 203 is half of 406, so 406 is 16 millimeter, 203 is 8-inch guns. Okay. Let's see. Some items are more valuable than others. When you find a valuable on your travels, you won't be able to throw it away, but it won't take up space in your resource bag either. Well, that's one way to hang on to plot items. And of course, dead end. So, back we go. What's the armor on the Marie Antoinette? Like the belt armor and whatnot. You have no idea. Well, let's see. Well, naturally, of course, the belt armor protects from direct fire. Deck armor protects from plunging fire. Conning tower armor protects your commanders and your bridge and your rangefinders and whatnot. Superstructure armor in general protects your funnels, your aft bridge, and your forward bridge from damage. And then, of course, you've got citadel armor inside. That's the question, isn't it? That's what I'm curious about myself, if my PC can handle the stream and the game. There we go. Let's go ahead and finish this quest with Shima. I'm back. Let me see. Yes, this'll do. No doubt about it. Great tree bow. Or bow. You could have warned me, you know, about the big scary monster tree that had attacked me as soon as it saw me. Huh? Excuse me? The tree fiend. Would have been nice to know in advance, that's all. I'm lucky it didn't pick branches off me. Tree fiend? Impossible. The sorcerer. I warned them. I warned all of them. You alright, old man? Got a moment? Not interrupting something, are we? Shiva, could you spare a few minutes? The rapacious, rather brilliant acting mayor. What was that? Nothing at all. Excuse me. Shiva, this is Gokto, of Outlander Lane. I believe you have already met, but allow me to formally introduce you all the same. Gokto. The smell of gold and promise of fortune drew the sagacious Gokto to New Neva, where he quickly became the representative for the merchants and adventurers of Outlander Lane. I see. What brings you both here? I've got nothing to say to either of you. Shiva, I know you and I don't see eye to eye on the Barrows. Still, I expect you to abide by my decisions. As such, I must ask that you and the others objectors stop causing trouble in Outlander Lane. The stamp card system is going a long way towards building trust between us and the Outlanders. Trust? You don't even know the meaning of the word. If you'd an ounce of sense in your head, you'd chase every last venturer out before it's too late. Let's all just try to stay calm, shall we? What exactly are you talking about? Too late for what? The evil sorcerer's curse. He's in the barrows, I tell you. He who suffered the wrath of the gods themselves. He was sealed for a reason. Mark my words. Break that seal, and it won't be just fiends you'll be up against. It'll be much worse than that. Now this sounds like an adventure. You can't put so much stock in those old fables, Shiva. Fables, eh? So I suppose that expedition that went in were fabled to death, were they? You want our children to go through that too? This town is on the verge of collapse. Mining is beneficial for our people and essential to New Neva's continued existence. Exactly. And what of your precious clock tower? Surely you could use some strapping young adventurers to help rebuild it. Isn't that right, young lady? Huh? Me? Oh, well, yeah, that was the plan, sure. See? Honestly, Shiva, you embarrass yourself. I've got countless young folk who tell me every day just how hard they slave away for the good of this town and its residents. How long do you intend to hold out? Think of the effect it will have on your family's reputation. Fine. Please yourselves. Play no mind to stubborn old men like me. Wait, my stamp. Oh, give me the card. Well, that clears that one. How goes the stamp collecting, CJ? Not bad, actually. Seems someone told the townsfolk to use and abuse adventurers, so they've kept me busy. They've had me catching cats, cutting trees, a particularly problematic tree in one case, so yeah, not bad. A problematic tree? What do you mean? Elaborate. A tree turned fiend? I shall have to warn the townsfolk to stay away from the woods. So, Hogan wasn't exaggerating about your strength, I see. Yeah, well, when you're out of your home at 15, you either get strong or get in the ground. Such spirit! This girl could surely take care of that other matter, don't you think, Isha? I suppose she could. Well, what other matter? CJ, I would appreciate your assistance in improving relations between adventurers and the townsfolk. Oh yeah? How so? With Outlander Lane having long since reached capacity, adventurers have begun squatting in the residential district. The trespassing alone would be bad enough, but there's also been reports of fires and other shenanigans. So Priya's grandpa may have good reason to be upset after all. Manners are easily kept with a roof over one's head and food in one's belly. Unfortunately, this town does not yet have the resources to accommodate and feed Outlanders. As such, I am sympathetic to their situation, more so than most. Gokto and I have been planning to build an inn and a tavern on Outlander Lane. The locations have already been decided, as have the proprietors. I would ask you to gather the materials they need, CJ. An inn and tavern, huh? And you really think that's all it'll take to make everyone get along? Money for the town and merriment for the Outlanders. Hey, Alex. Not to mention the promise of a bed at the end of a long day in the barrows. More adventures means more artifacts. More artifacts means more revenue. Everybody wins, townsfolk and outlander alike. Money makes the world go round, as they say. You're not wrong, I suppose. And it must be a real pain for the acting mayor here having them trespassers making trouble. Even troublemakers can change. Everyone deserves a chance to shine. People, not artifacts, are our most treasured resource. Trespassers? Trespassers? A treasured resource? I've heard it all now. You're an odd one, that's for sure. Is there something on my face? Say no more. I'll see to it that you'll have all you need. I am in your debt, CJ. I suggest you meet with Rajiv, the innkeeper, and Sarita, the tavern owner, right away. They'll tell you what you need. This is Eiyuden Chronicles. It is in a way, it is the spiritual successor to the Suikoden games that came out in the 90s and early 2000s. It's made by the same team who developed the game, but they actually got it started on a Kickstarter, and they basically, once they got the chance, they made the game. This is the prologue. This is actually kind of like the prologue game. There's two games coming out. There's Rising, and then there's 100 Heroes. Rising is the prologue to 100 Heroes, which comes out next year. I'm sorry if I'm getting a little hoarse. Nay. Gotta wet my whistle a little bit. Excuse me. I'm quite sure you'll find both of them around Outlander Lane as we speak. Alright. You can now go from Plaza to Outlander Lane. Outlander Lane, an isolated side street which has been allocated to the recently arrived adventurers. As the face of Outlander Lane, and having seen the opening of the tavern, inn, and various stores, Gokto can often be found here. Alright, first is Sarita. She's the tavern owner, I believe. Excuse me, is this the tavern? How many times do I have to say it? We aren't open yet. Go on now, off you go. You won't get a drop till this place is good and ready. And spare me the puns, alright? If I have to hear people of New Neva never give up one more time, you never shut up, more like. Now shoo, enough nonsense. I'm not even old enough to drink yet. A child? Forgive me, pet. The thirst is upon those venturers, so it is. Hungry, are you? I'd love to help, pet, but the cupboards are bare at the moment. Oh no, thank you. I came by because the acting mayor and Gokto asked me to help you gather materials. Oh, they did say someone would be coming by to help. Wasn't expecting such a skinny young thing, though. No need to worry about me, ma'am. So, what do you need? Let's see. Well, with World of Warships, I've already got Legends on the console and the original World of Warships on PC, even if I don't really play the PC version much anymore. But since I spend more time on Legends anyway. Kitchens don't come cheap, pet. I'll need lightweight lumber to make one worth cooking in. Leave it to me. Stay safe out there, pet. That takes care of the tavern, then. That just leaves Rajiv at the inn. Rajiv? He's a little further down this road. Setting up an inn is going to be a task and a half, no doubt. Thanks for the directions. I'll go help him out. Here we are. Is this the inn? Welcome, welcome. Huh, that could be interesting to see. Let's see. This is the inn, all right. Or it will be, at least. Well, not yet, unfortunately, unless you fancy sleeping under all that rubble. Actually, I'm not a customer, luckily enough. The mayor and that Gokto fella asked me to swing by and see if I could help you gather some materials. Oh, thank my lucky stars. Do you know, it's been one adventurer after another poking their heads in and giving me grief since I started setting up here. Was all set to venture out and get the goods myself, but I can't be in two places at once, can I? You sound like you're run off your feet. You can say that again. So if you wouldn't mind, some heavy stone would really get me out of a bind. No worries, I'll be back before you know it. Take care. I'll be right here when you get back. Alright. Lightweight stone and lightweight lumber and heavy stone in the Great Forest. Alright, can't go that way. Excuse me. Can't talk. On my way to the forest for some wood and stone. If an active quest can be completed nearby, follow the exclamation mark on your minimap to tick it off your list. However, undiscovered locations and ordinary resources will not be displayed. Okay, so you switched from your phone to PlayStation, huh, Alex? Alright, hang on a minute. Oh, that's your PlayStation. Oh, that's your iPad. My bad. Beating up slimes and puffballs. Ooh, I'm such a villain. Ouch. That hurt. That had to hurt. Alright, level up again. Alright. Yep. Block battle. This time it was just slimes. Let's see. Yep, I'm in the right area. Ooh. You gotta love the sound of those critical hits. Whoa, that's a new one. And that's a big sword. Rear attacks. Quick step towards an enemy forwards to sneak behind enemies. When used wisely, this move can turn the tables on a tough fight. Got him. Some lightweight lumber. And that's a heavy stone. Alright. Fast travel back to the forced approach. Yep, that's what I'm playing, is Eiyuden Chronicles Rising. Alright, first to the tavern, since it's right here. Here we are, just like you asked. You're some woman or one woman, pet. Maybe a hot meal and a pint will put some manners. Maybe a hot meal and a pint will put some manners on that shower of Egypts. 1,000 thanks. Here, let me stamp that card for you. What does it need that a 460mm shell bounces? Well, let's see, 406 is the 16-inch, 460. That's either going to be that's either going to be the 17-inch or the 18-inch Yamato shells. So, well, let's see. It'd probably be best if you have the highest grade armor, Naruko. That would be like the Krupp armor, like whatever the highest rank armor you've got, which is, if you're in the 20s or 30s, should be Krupp 3 or Krupp 4. And that boosts the armor quality. As to armor thickness, the armored belt, well, rule of thumb is to be able to defend against yourself. So if you got 16-inch main guns, you should at least have 16 inches of armor on the belt. And if you angle properly, and again, this is where angling comes in. If you angle at a 45-degree angle, or if you're angled, that 16 inches can actually become 32 inches armor in the right places. Yep, those are the Yamato guns, 18.1 inch. That's what the enemy's using, is the 18 inchers. Let's see. Seems only right to let you have a say in the menu. What food do you like, pet? Mega Katsu Curry, the real spicy stuff. Mega Katsu... What now? Katsu Curry. Get some rice, have it swimming in spicy curry sauce, and top it off with a slab of deep-fried pork. Rice, curry, pork, is it? Not something I can just knock together. Can't have good deeds go unrewarded, though, can we? Leave it to me, pet. I'll see what I can do. Yes! Can't wait. Huh. 50 centimeter main belt. All around. Let's see. 50 centimeter main belt. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Trying to get some centimeters to inches conversion tool up here. See, 50 centimeters. Whoops. "50 centimeters is 19.6 inches, and that's the main belt. All right, that's actually pretty good. Let's see if you if you angle that properly, you'd have 100 centimeters of armor, which is like 39 inches. Let's see, 30 centimeters. That's 11 inches. That's all around? Huh. And then 12 centimeters superstructure. That's 4.7 inches. Huh. Naruko, was your battleships sunk by gunfire or torpedoes? Or some combination of both? Let's see, bring the right ingredients and Sarita will rustle you up something special. Not only will a full belly boost your stats a little, it'll restore your health too. Both? Well, you should be protected from the shells, but the torpedoes, you're gonna need some anti-torpedo protection in there. Plus, let's see. Of course, with the hull, thick armor's the armor you've got right now is good enough, but you'd probably need like some anti-torpedo, anti-flood, and maybe double or triple hull bottom on the ships. The objective is to try and get as much distance between your ship's interior compartments from where the torpedo impacts, and that would be like a triple hull design. I'm back. Should have everything you asked for. Thank my lucky stars. Hopefully now I won't have to turn anyone else away. I won't forget this, young lady. Here, have a stamp. Oh, dang it. I'm all set for room and board, thanks. Kind of you to offer, though. Is that so? And here I am having you haul materials around. No worries. A stamp is all the thanks I need. Nah, you definitely earned more than that. I'll think about how else I can be of service. Feel free to pop by anytime, even just to say hello. Might just do that, thanks. Alright, got the stamp, and now for the construction montage. The inn is preparing to open. Rest your weary bones in preparation for your next adventure at Rajiv's Inn. The large outdoor baths are said to improve your abilities for the day as well. Alright, report back to Isha at the inn, or at the plaza. So yeah, since we've gotten the first boss battle out of the way, now the quests at the moment are just, getting some shops open, so that way we can purchase items, upgrade equipment, and get some facilities going. Let's see, how many stamps have I got now? 5. It does feel nice to see it filling up. Plus the townsfolk seem happy to have me around. Alright, gotta go get more. What the? What am I on about? I didn't come here to collect stamps. Phew, that was close. Almost got sidetracked. Wait, how many stamps did I need again? Still a lot of empty spots on this card. I don't have to fill every one of them, do I? All the good treasure will be long gone by the time I get this done. Better go ask that acting mayor girl. I helped her out with the inn and tavern after all. I did what you asked. Helped get the inn and tavern up and running. Is that so? Thank you, I appreciate it. Got a question for you if you don't mind. Just how many stamps do I need to get that explorer's license anyway? Show me your card. Wow, 5 already. You know, you're only the second person to get this far without giving up. Huh? Second? Don't tell me everyone else paid the 100,000 bakwa. Of course not. Like I said, most just quit, and the ones that don't tend to resort to more roguish methods, bribery for example. You dirty lying! You said I couldn't get that permit for a penny less than 100,000 bakwa. Yes, I did say that. Negotiations have to start somewhere. Hardly going to sell myself short now, am I? Besides, you're useful to have around, but I certainly can't see you becoming a member of our little community. I knew it. Rapacious was too good a word for you. Now, no need for name-calling. Let's get you that explorer's license, shall we? Well, really? Of course. Rapacious as I am, I appreciate hard work. Here, you've earned it. Is this real? It's not some trick, is it? It's real. Relax. Just to be clear, any bribes I may or may not have taken up to now were never for me, strictly speaking. Every coin went into maintaining this town. God knows we need it. Now then, I must warn you in advance, the town takes no responsibility for any adverse effects you may experience while mining. Any and all expenses associated with your survival must be paid out of your own pocket. Any artifacts you find will be assessed by our authorized appraiser and taxed at 30% of their value. In the event that you are unable to pay in cash, we will collect the tax through the seizure of assets. Should you find cause to criticize this system, you are welcome to leave. I would suggest, however, taking a good hard look at Outlander Lane before doing so. There is, after all, a very good reason so many Outlanders have chosen to gather here. No objections, I presume? Sign here. I've already seen Outlander Lane, haven't I? You sent me there yourself. I know, I'm just reading what's written. Policy. You're an odd one, you are. There. Signed. Pleasure doing business with you, CJ. Alright, time to find that treasure. The rune bearers can be accessed through the quarry, which can be accessed via the town outskirts. A word of warning, the earthquake caused a great deal of damage. I've heard reports of fiends lurking about. Please take care and ensure you are adequately prepared before venturing inside. Fiends in the quarry too? Might as well give them the keys to the city at this stage. Indeed. The ore in that quarry is New Neva's only source of revenue. With the fiends keeping us from it, we can't even rebuild after the quake. Not to mention the Margrave has all but left us for dead. We're on the brink of financial ruin. Sounds like you've been having a rough time. To save the town, I made the decision to lure adventurers like yourself here with the promise of riches. Bait, if you will. Rapacious, perhaps, but it's the only way to save our town. Maybe don't use the word bait when talking about this, yeah? I implore you, CJ, for the sake of our town, lend us your strength. You don't have to tell me twice. While I have you, though, I don't really have any cash on me right now, or ever. So about that mining tax, I don't have to pay that right away, do I? It'd be easier if I could sell some stuff first. Relax, you're not the first adventurer to arrive with empty pockets. I've been looking into establishing a pawn shop. Oh, is that what Squash meant by what he said he was the authorized appraiser? No, Squash will be selling accessories. He has made his intentions to do so quite clear, so I've entrusted the pawn shop to someone else. Once it is set up, the pawnbroker will see to the deduction of tax from each and every sale. Anyone who wants to sell will be taxed with a privilege, whether they like it or not. Wow, that's a relief, I think. Alright. Okay. Just a moment, please. There really is far more to do than we can handle by ourselves. Please do check the bulletin board from time to time, CJ. Ship is overweight, huh? You will be well rewarded with a full stamp card, I can promise you that. Well, you certainly changed your tune. But yeah, alright. Besides, certainly couldn't hurt to have a few more shops around here. Well, if it's as much for your sake as it is for ours, I trust you will do your best. You can count on that. I'm coming for you, treasure. Let me see. Let me think. What battleship hull have you used, Naruko? The town has a number of facilities such as shops where you can bring resources to commission items and equipment. If you meet someone who would like to open a shop, helping them will expand the town's facilities even further. Fill one row of your stamp card with 10 stamps and you'll be entitled to a reward. Head over to Hogan's Trading Post to see what you can get. Alrighty. Alrighty. The miner, the merc, and the smithy. Alrighty. I'm gonna save it first. Go ahead and rest, recover HP, and I think this is actually where I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for the night. We're already up to level 6. We've got the Explorer's card. We're gonna be heading into the mine next, and that's also where we get our second party member. So, go ahead and save this. Alrighty. And again, I thank y'all for staying with me up to this point. Y'all have a wonderful night. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that like button and also the subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see, and I'll see if I can't make it happen. And I will see you guys in the next video, or I'll see you guys next time. Y'all have a good night. Hang on a minute. Naruko, if you're on, I might be doing World of Warships in a little bit. So if you want, you can team. If you want, we can team up. Not immediately. I gotta finish my supper first. Just putting the offer out there. Alrighty. Y'all have a good night.